everyone. This is the Sound Lady, Kathleen. I didn't really advertise this one this week. It was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. Um, I was trying to think of something really fun to do, and then I realized the pitch pipe. Could do some things with the pitch pipe because in my channel, my YouTube channel, I have a video called "How to Play a Pitch Pipe," which I first did in 2015, so 7 years ago. Uh, 2015, and since then it's had over 54,000 views. So there's some interest around playing a pitch pipe. But this is how to play a pitch pipe as a sound therapy tool. The first 5-minute video from 7 years ago talks about how to play the pitch pipe, how to take a deep breath, how to sustain a sound, how to hold it so that all the vibrations get into your fingertips and your body's meridians and stuff like that. So this is sort of part two of that because people who I've worked with trying to sing their chakra scales, some people can't match pitches with their voices. If I say, sing this note, and I go, and they go, and they can't do it. That there's kind of there's a break in the connection here, that your voice brain, and they weren't taught it when they were young, and it's really hard to learn how to do when you're older, and then that frustrates them because they want to make music, they love music, they love the idea of sound for health and healing, but they can't match a pitch, and this is the tool that can bring them back into being happy about doing all of that stuff. Because the pitch pipe is sort of the closest thing to your own voice humming. So if you can't hum, I've taught you the notes of your chakra scale, and you can't hum them yourself. You can always listen to the MP3s of them being chimed, which I have these beautiful chimes that I played each chakra 5 times with the chime, and I've got this all tuned to the scale A equals 432 hertz. So that it's really accessible to the body. It's a very much more natural scale than A equals 440 hertz. So you can always, if you can't hum along, which is sort of the most advantageous way to do it, you can at least listen to the chimes, and that will help balance all of your hormones and calm down your body. But sort of plan B is you could also play along to that your MP3s with the pitch pipe, and that gets you using your voice, which is important because the brain is listening to the sound of the voice, and what the brain is doing that all day long, whether you're aware of it or not. So we might as well use that feedback loop and amplify its effectiveness and its efficiency. So we could use the pitch pipe instead of our voice, because it is at least using our breath, and it is making an analog sound. Using a musical instrument that you don't have to pay a teacher to teach you how to play. It's very simple. You find the note that you're looking for. Let's say it's the note B, and you look at the hole that's right underneath that note B there, and you simply blow into that hole, and you have the note B. So you could play your chakra scale notes on a pitch pipe and get more benefit than as if you were just listening to them on the MP3 of the chimes of your chakra scale. So this is an important sound therapy tool for people who can't match pitches with their voice, because all you really have to do is be able to blow. And if you can take a deep breath and blow and sustain a sound for 10 seconds, you can get benefit from playing the pitch pipe. Now, people who can match pitches, it's even more fun because you can play multiphonics on the pitch pipe, and I'll show you how to do that too. You can play a note on the pitch pipe and hum a different note at the same time and create this harmonic chord, which is like a smorgasbord of goodies to the brain, because it understands that chord, and it go in and it can take the frequencies out of it that it needs to make whatever adjustments that need to be made. So, and this is also an important tool for a new class that I'll be teaching. I'm going to call it Sonic Selfies. I hope it goes viral. Sonic Selfies. Basically, it's going to be how to take a picture of your voice energy, the picture of your energy, your sound energy, as opposed to a picture of your countenance. This is a picture of the energy inside your body, and it will tell you where your strengths and weaknesses are in terms of the notes of the scale and what they correspond to in your body. So I'm going to be teaching this sonic selfie course, and once we sort of take a recording of your voice and find out what the weakest note was, usually the remedy is to get yourself a pitch pipe and to play that note, to try to energize that note and bring it back into your voice, bring it back into your frequency matrix. So the sonic selfie class, let's say for next week, I know you can't call me sort of on the phone here while we're doing this live stream, but you could email me a voice recording. If you wanted to email me a voice recording to info@thesoundlady.com, next week on the show, I can take that sound recording, put it through the software, and show you how to find the weak notes, and then how to use the pitch pipe to play the weak notes and to strengthen that sound. Then you wait for 10 minutes. You can take another voice print and after you've done it, and then I can tell you how to go and see if that note has gotten any stronger or not. There's a place on the web, soundhealthportal.com, that you can go to, and you can you can talk into your computer if it has a microphone while you're on this site, soundhealthportal.com, and it will show you a printout, and once you record your voice, of how many times you used each note of the scale as you spoke. We are changing notes with our voice all the time. What are the notes that we use a lot? What are the notes that we don't use at all? Those are the weak ones. They're the ones that need help. And the sonic selfies class will give you a report of what were the weak notes, what pitches you played on the pitch pipe, and then the after voice print is kind of telling you it worked or it didn't work. We played the right note, or we have to make another adjustment. But you can see that what you're doing is having an effect by taking before and after voice prints with the sonic selfie idea. So this is kind of a part 2 of how to play a pitch pipe as a sound therapy tool. And it can also be used with the sonic selfie course when I get it online. So how to just play it, a note on the pitch pipe. You simply look at the hole, the name of the note is right over it, and you find the name of the note that you want to play, and you blow into that hole. Okay, that's not hard. Now, for people who can also match pitches, in order to play multiphonics or harmonics, let's start with just trying to play the same note that you're blowing into the pitch pipe. So I'm going to take the note D. See, I'm going to blow into that hole there. I'm matching the pitch with my voice. And now if I can go, so the air is blowing the note D, and my voice is singing the note D. Okay, I wait a few seconds after I do that, because I know the microphone has trouble with the harmonics, and it sometimes overloads the microphone, and it has to reset for to recalibrate to the voice. So what I just did was I played the note D and I sang the note D at the same time. And if there's problems with these harmonics and they're not playing right in this live version of the video, what I'll do afterwards, I'll go back and listen to it and see if I can edit back in the harmonics that don't get sounded, because sometimes they just overload the mic and the mic just turns off. So that was playing a note and humming the same note that you're playing. Now, another relatively easy way to do two notes at the same time is, instead of playing the same note that you're blowing in the same octave, you can sing the note in a different octave. So this note D here, I could sing it down here It's the same note, it's just in a lower octave. Doing that, creating an octave sound, gives you even more vibration in your fingertips, even more amplification of that note. So here I'm going to play the note D and sing it in a lower octave. Okay, hopefully the microphone has reset and you can hear me now. So those are the two easiest ones to start to practice on. Now, the next easiest one, where we would go for so many things, is playing the interval of the perfect fifth on the pitch pipe up from the note that is, let's say the note that is weak is the note D. Let's say we record your voice and we see how many times you use each note of the scale in the sonic selfies class, and we can see, oh, the note D is you never used the note D when you were talking while your voice was recording. That must be a weak note. So we're going to play the note D, and we're going to sing the note A, which is a perfect fifth up from D. In music, that just a certain number of whole steps and half steps. But on the pitch pipe, all you would have to do is count up. Let's see, where's the note D? Here's the note D right here. All right, you count D 1, D sharp is 2, E is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you count up 8 notes, counting the first note that you're starting on, you will be at the perfect fifth. And this is what I call the activating note of the lower note. When you play a perfect fifth interval between these two notes, it really activates the lower note. So now I'm going to play the D, and I'm going to sing or hum through the pitch pipe the note A. So the way we do that first is we're going to play the note A so we know what it sounds like, and we can kind of memorize it and get it in our head. So I stay on that note, and I remember that note as I'm going back to the note D, because I'm now going to play the note D, and I'm going to sing the note A. Okay, hopefully you heard that. Again, if you didn't, I'm going to go back and edit it and make sure that you can hear it. But the advantage to be able to play 2 notes at the same time on the pitch pipe is really a way with that perfect fifth interval or the octave interval to super amplify that weak note. And then you play it for 3, 4, 5 minutes, take a break for 10 minutes, make another recording of your voice, and now you can see, oh, there's the note D. It showed up when I spoke this time in my voice. And that's how you start to get these weak notes back into your sort of vocal spectrum, so that you can have a wider spectrum of ways to express yourself with all the notes of the scale. So that's how you play the pitch pipe. I'll place a little more multiphonics here for you. Again, I'm not sure if it's going to translate to the microphone, but you can create some really lovely chords. I'll go back to the note D again. Hope you enjoyed that. You can click the little French horn down in the corner to subscribe to the channel, and hopefully next week some of you will talk for about maybe 2 or 3 minutes into whatever application you have on your computer or phone that you can record your voice with, and email it to me. And next week I will give examples on how to balance the weak notes in those voice prints and how that will benefit your body and your spirit and your emotions and all of you. That's what sound does. It goes through all of those dimensions. So until next week, stay tuned.